Tested here. And the invitational side, Great Britain, winning their semi-final earlier today, 43-0 against Mexico. The United States, they were strong against Canada, victorious in that game by 22 points to 12. I'm Dallin Stanford, joined alongside by Rugby World Cup silver medalist from Canada, Andrea Burke. Two brilliant sheets. Who stands out to you?
Abby Brown, captain for Great Britain. She has been an absolute stalwart for the team. There's leading an experienced side with the other Burton, Kwanzaa, Urin, and Joyce. Coming off of the bench for Great Britain, Grace Crompton, number 13, blonde hair, has been putting in the points this weekend, and she's a solid new player.
Fireworks here at BC Place. The closed dome stadium sees the United States in white and Great Britain in red take the field. Our very first time we have women competing here at the Canada 7's. Our Fast Four final up for grabs. The USA side and Great Britain. Our official in the middle with this one. We take a look at some of the captains in Abby Brown and Megan Jones. They have led their side brilliantly, and Nana Fa'avesi for the United States. Our referee, Julianne Zussman from Canada, former international, now on the big stage, giving back to the game in other ways. The countdown. And we're here. The United States on the left of your screen, kickoff to Great Britain. Bouncing one, bobbling one to take here. These two sides met in the pool. Great Britain victorious 41-12 over the USA. Will there be a different look American side? The future of the US is on the field right now. And Great Britain with Abby Burton, a 21-year-old, been instrumental for her side. Ball available there for Jazz Joyce. Is electric. Joyce straight away. There she goes. Joyce catching everybody unawares. Tell me you're having a good time without telling me you're having a good time. It's Jazz Joyce that lights it up for Great Britain.
There's absolutely no end to the gas tank that Jasmine Joyce has. Little pulls it back right into her hands. She spots the gap. This woman, she is running all over the field, covering on defense, outstanding tries. She's really been a great asset to the Great Britain side coming from Wales.
That's right, capped 19 times for Wales in the 15 format. And her try from in front should be the automatic two here for Megan Jones. The flags go up. It's 7-0. Great Britain start this game off in style. Kayla Cannett. Wow, that is a take and a half from the American. She's their playmaker. Fa'avesi goes short. Levy spills this one into Great Britain hands of Abby Brown, and Emma Urin goes across field looking for Celia Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa, the stutter step against Ao. Finally brought down inside the 22. Great Britain again on the front foot. They're a side with so many experienced players. Across to Campbell. Shauna Campbell gets the switch to Joyce to try to score. Oh, what a move! Joyce! Oh, she's got the cheat codes on her. And it's a double in 2 minutes for Jazz Joyce.
Jazz Joyce, she's just such a silent assassin. To walk past her and see her in human form off of the screen, she doesn't have much size to her. She's small, she's wiry, but man, is she ever powerful. She's got her dancing shoes on today. She just stops USA in her tracks, and she always does it with such a great smile, such grace.
What a player to watch on the international stage. 14 points to nothing. The player from Wales, Jazz Joyce. Look at the tournament tries there. All locked up at 5 apiece. Tolliver for the USA injured, out. Big name. But it's Joyce working her way up the ladder. Restart to the United States. Comes down to Sarah Levy. 15's Eagle as well. has possession. She's thoroughly enjoying her time here in the short form of the game. Penalty for America. Quick tap for the US. And they strike right back through Jazz Gray. Lovely little offload to Favesi. Gray looking for a nice little switch, comes back to Summer Jones. Summer Jones is strong and powerful. Jones looking to go the distance, being chased by Joyce, has done this before in the tournament. It's the cross angle, and it works for the USA. Summer Jones strikes right back for the Eagles.
Oh, wow. This is exactly what USA needs to stay in the game, to get a little bit of a breath. Summer Jones, she's too strong. She's too powerful to get taken down, and she has the endurance to finish it. Jazz Joyce, Kwanzaa, hot on Summer's tail.
25-year-old isn't one to watch as well for the American side. And then can't add the extras. 14 points to 5, but they're on the board, and a storming run from Summer Jones. Emily Bidwell, the director of women's performance rugby in the US, and is really high on these young players, giving them this competition as they gain valuable experience against a very strong Great Britain side. Megan Jones. Jones, full of running as well. Lots of steps from Jones. Pops it to the right-hand side to Campbell. Kwanzaa picks it off the one bounce. It's drifted forward before that.
Forward pass.
Great Britain has certainly brought the experience onto the field. USA has the faces of tomorrow on the field, although they haven't skipped a beat as they're bringing out some of the younger players. Favesi is one of the Olympians. She's the captain for USA and leading by example. There she is, number 9 in the middle of the pitch with the speedster Jazz Gray, number 8 on her outside.
Here comes the US. Kyla Canat, the wizard, pops it off to Rivetti. Rivetti on an arcing run. Step Rivetti, bounces back in field. Jazz Gray gets the offload to Canat. Again, she's there. Kyla Canat. Penalty for the US. Favesi taps and goes, gives it to Jazz Gray. Also a try-scoring machine for herself. Favesi floats it over the top. It's the right idea on that far side. Big, strong fend on Summer Jones. Kwanzaa bottles her up. Favesi comes across to Levy. Sarah Levy gets a beautiful flick, and that's a great support line. Jazz Gray slips down and has scored for the USA. They come right back into this game.
And we have a final in Vancouver, Canada. 7's HSBC Series stop. Levy just does a fantastic job keeping her feet, looking for the support. There's Jazz Gray coming up the guts and keeping her feet moving. This is exciting. The young guns have what it takes in the tank. Great Britain, when they don't have the ball, is having a very hard time containing the USA.
Yeah, they certainly are. Jazz Gray, what a try. She was with the Falcons 7's tour in Las Vegas in 2019 and now stepping up to the big stage. That's a 6th try this weekend already. Great Britain let this one bounce. Weddle will play back in field. Uren. Emma Uren with a fan, gets past a couple. Uren in open space. How did she do that? She's beaten 3, still going. Emma Uren looking to go the distance for Great Britain. And just like that, she's flicked it on.
Just gorgeous, gorgeous play by Emma Uren. But it starts here with Jazz Joyce. Look at the awareness, the grip on the fingertips, gets it out of the pressure from the USA defense, and Megan Jones with the vision to give it to try scorer Uren. She is the fend, is moving the feet away from the tackler, and then it's the absolute grit, resilience, endurance to put in a 60-meter run.
Great Britain with a late score here to the half-time. They go in front, 19 points, 12 in the Fast Four Cup final. Great Britain lead the US. Well, Well, the USA, an inspired first half performance here from the Chargers. Just 7 points the difference here. And of course, there's one big game to come after this half as well. It is the Men's Cup final. That is South Africa warming up. They will feature against Kenya, who have been absolutely sublime this weekend. An all-African final. A big one up coming up very soon. We are so thrilled to have your company here for our super session to finish off day 2 at the HSBC Canada 7's here in Vancouver. And Andrea, what does the USA have to do to topple this great Great Britain side?
USA has already improved their game from yesterday. They're asking questions of Great Britain. They are putting them under a lot of pressure. And it's using the speed, it's using the support, it's playing as one team. They call it the game of 7's for a reason. And they're really getting the advantage by looking for help, looking for offloads. That's how Jazz Gray was able to even this score.
Got about 20 seconds.
And second half about to go here in the Women's Fast 4 Cup final. One score the difference between Great Britain and the United States. I'm Dallin Stanford, joined alongside former Canadian international Andrea Burke, and we're 7 minutes away from crowning our Fast 4 champion here in Vancouver. USA in white knocked this one down to their side. Good skills there from Rachel Strasdis, keeping it in the field of play, but they're giving a penny for holding on, so they tap and go quickly. Great Britain with Brown on the field. Oh, lovely little move. In yet again, it's 3 tries for Jazz Joyce. She is a superstar.
Okay, Dallin, I'm amending my answer to your question at halftime. What does USA need to do to stay in this game? They need to nullify, they need to eliminate, they need to keep Jazz Joyce from getting the ball. Abby Brown, great awareness. All she needs to do is give it to Joyce, and it's just the bosh and the fend and the quick feet. She's so poised, absolutely impressive.
A hat trick in the final so far for Jazz Joyce. Great Britain up 24 points to 12, still smiling and doing it all on the HSBC World Rugby Series, topping the charts there. One more will put her clear of any competition. United States capture this one off the restart. So plenty of time for them to get a couple of scores here. Flick down on the ground, Summer Jones. Now they come through as Loti Talsinga, the 19-year-old. Strong carry. Canet dummy from the number 10, offside play.
7. Scrum.
Now we're seeing the US opt for scrums here. Explain to us why they choose this tactic.
Bringing it in for the scrum tightens up the defense. It opens up more attacking space on the outside, either side of the flanks of the scrum. It's something that is starting to be seen more and more on the HSBC World Series because the defense on the set penalties has improved so much that the attack hasn't been able to get through on the penalties like they used to. So what we're seeing more of now is the scrum opens up more field space and the set piece attack.
So let's see what the US can do with this one. Kyla Kennett goes on that far side. Talsinga gets rid of one. Jones comes back, rolls it to the deck. Loti Talsinga with possession. Little dummy. Finally comes back to Ao. Suia Ao. Almost obstruction there. Takes on Joyce on that far side. Strong tackle there. Strasdis in support. Great Britain very strong on D. The red wave comes up. The US still have possession. Oh, and that's dropped back and kicked ahead. Summer Jones is there, so is Kwanzaa.
Off the foot,
Let's play on. Levy has it. Sarah Levy thought about a little kick and then went for a run herself. Great Britain get over this one. It's isolated, and Emma Uren again saves the day.
Mark's here.
Levy's just doing whatever it takes to buy that extra split second for the support to come. With Uren towering over her, the poach is pending, and Levy, doing the best she absolutely can there.
Great Britain, scrum time here, up by 12 points so far in this Fast Four Cup final. Yesterday, Great Britain beat Mexico 39-0. They beat Canada 19-5, and then the USA 41 points to 12.
Set.
Scored 7 tries in that victory. It's a lot tighter right now.
Angle. Angle.
Scrum coming at an angle, so the US have to retreat.
Yep.
Sucks up time on the clock as well.
This is one whistle that Great Britain is not looking to take quickly with a 12-point lead. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. There's nothing wrong with just slowing it down, setting up the scrum, letting 30 seconds burn out, and retaining possession.
Set.
Emma Uren, the English player, who's half Swedish as well. Switches it across to Megan Jones, stabs through, a planned move. Bouncing around on the ground here. Rivetti's chasing, oh, it's hit the upright, eluded everybody. Finally comes into the hands of Kayla Canet. Knock on from Great Britain, and a post getting involved.
The brilliant little grubber outside kick from Megan Jones. There's the knock on just on the backhand of Shona Campbell. It's a good pickup by Canet. Referee Julianne Zusman has caught the knock on, and it's not on the camera, but Amy Wilson-Hardy on the outside of the Great Britain scrum was just shaking her head in disbelief. Like, what are the chances?
Wait for substitution.
US will have possession here.
Substitution for 4? I don't know. Oh, I think we're good.
Under 3 to play here.
Subs complete.
USA need to go their distance. Their crowd and supporters here at BC Place urging them on.
Fine. Set.
Canet goes around that far side, does Canet. Kicks over the top. Chases are there for America. Rolls into touch. Unfortunate bounce.
It was a great decision to relieve a little bit of pressure. Canet is really talented off the foot. She's been taking the kickoffs for USA. And she's a weapon with ball in hand. Really quick, really slinky runner.
Here comes Great Britain, though. On the field, they've got Grace Crompton, the young speedster. Still in midfield, ranging across field. Well, there they find her now. Grace Crompton! Grace Crompton, she's life right at the 13th. She's bad luck for the opposition. Every time she gets possession, the smile comes up, the 5 added to the scoreboard.
It's always so dangerous when the impact subs have the speed of the starting lineup. Megan Jones has been setting everything up for Great Britain. She's such a workhorse. It really makes the job for Grace Crompton, who does it so eloquently, so elegantly, sprints it in and just widens the score even more so.
There's that smile, and we love to see Grace Crompton. 6 tries so far this weekend for the 19-year-old. And Great Britain have their hands firmly on the Cup final trophy here in Vancouver. 29 points to 12 with a minute to play. What a treat it's been to see 7's live and have fans supporting all the countries taking part here. Oh, a little jump up there from Kayla Canet. Dangerous stuff, but she keeps possession. Putting her body on the line. Rivetti. Steph Rivetti cuts in, flicks it up, doesn't go too far. Vesey.
No advantage coming.
Just a knock.
Knock on. Good scrum.
Well, in the dying seconds here, USA needed to keep that ball in hand.
Right,
so they'll scrum down. It'll go scrum to Great Britain. They're just going to slow it down, buy their time, play with it a little bit. Do you think they're going to go for the try or look to a quick end to kick it out?
Well, Grace Crompton's calling for the ball. She's in the far left-hand side. We'll see if she gets it for Great Britain. They want to finish off here with a nice extra bonus try. There she is on the outside. This time, the defenders come in, and great strong tackle on her by Kayla Canet, who's been a standout for America. And now Amy Wilson-Hardy attacks the line. Going the distance. Amy Wilson-Hardy. There it is. It's the final little champagne pop of the bottle. The glasses are out. Time to celebrate.
Well, no 7's player ends easy, but here it is. Amy Wilson-Hardy, she is one of the top try scorers of all time for Great Britain. Just having a great time as she closes out the final. Great Britain has had the experience, and they have had quite the showing this weekend in Vancouver.
They certainly have. Great Britain are your Cup champions in the Fast 4 competition here at the 2021 HSBC Canada 7's. Final score 34-12. Well, both these sides have really put on a performance, but Great Britain have stood tall in all their matches. The only side to remain unbeaten in this event. 34 points to 12. It was tied at half-time, but they really just turned things on. And it was Joyce was amongst the try scorers, but just so many good players. And again, the experience coming through.
The experience coming through, the leadership of Megan Jones with the messy bun, giving Tolliver there a pat on the back and a big smile here with Kwanzaa. Megan Jones has just been absolutely stellar, just playing some scintillating rugby. She's so quick, she's talented on the foot, and as well has the vision to move the ball into space.
Well, congratulations here to Great Britain as they come in here. Scott Forrest, their head coach, manager James Rodwell. Brilliant stuff from Great Britain, who won their 5th game on the trot. They've certainly delighted the fans here at BC Place. And let's go pitch side now to Gareth Rees for some reaction.
Thank you, Dallin. Well, I'm delighted to be down here, and congratulations. I'm joined by Jasmine Joyce, who is HSBC Player of the Match. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. It was so fun to be out there, coming back from Tokyo on the back of a 4th place loss. And coming back here and playing with 7's with a crowd is absolutely phenomenal, and the crowd have been absolutely fantastic. So thanks to everyone who's come down and supported the whole of the HSBC World Series.
Great stuff. And how has the fast format been for you and the girls? A great opportunity, you said, to get back on the field. Yeah,
it's been absolutely brilliant. Me as a Welsh person, I don't get the opportunity to play on the circuit against world-class teams like USA. So to be back out here with all my friends, Team GB, is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's just so fun to be back out on the 7's pitch.
Well, good, and congratulations to you and all the team. I'll now ask John Moonlight to present you with your HSBC Player of the Match.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, Jazz. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Well, great scenes and reaction there from Jazz Joyce, a try-scoring machine for Great Britain. She's all smiles as a team waits for her, the Fast 4 winners. Joyce comes across to join a victorious Great Britain team. Congratulations for an unbeaten display here at BC Place. They've been red hot in Vancouver. Your HSBC Vancouver 7's Fast 4 champions. Tremendous scenes here from Great Britain. There's so many players that stood out, but give me some of the performances that you really enjoyed watching this weekend, Andrea.
Across the Fast 4 tournament, I really liked Renee Gonzalez coming out of Canada, Jazz Gray coming out of USA, and the Grace Crompton off of Great Britain. There is a lot of young talent. I think that Great Britain really needed that confidence booster after a hard Tokyo 2020 loss in the bronze medal final. They were fantastic. They really showed the rest of the developing players what it is to be on the international series.
Well, they're thanking the crowd there that have come out here thick and fast to support rugby yet again. Great Britain led by Megan Jones and Abby Brown. They were stellar. Their leadership and experience shone through for their side, and that enabled some of the wingers there like Jazz Joyce to score some brilliant tries. Emma Uren was fantastic as well, and Celia Kwanzaa putting her display there as well. Brilliant stuff from this Great Britain side. Victorious against a strong USA team that has showed a lot of promise. And you've got to be very proud of this performance if you're Great Britain and Scott Forrest. Welcome back to the 2021 HSBC Canada 7's in Vancouver. There is one left, and it's a real big one. The Cup final, and to take you through it is Rupert Cox.
Thank you, Dallin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the gold medal match. It's Kenya against South Africa. Kenya, they've won one Cup final in history. South Africa have won 34 gold medals in their 7's World Series history. It's just the second All-African Cup final in 7's World Series history. But on what we've seen so far, this is going to be a classic. The Blitzboks, 2 times World Series champions, winners here in Vancouver a few years ago. Kenya, finalists a few years ago as well. So here's how Kenya made it through to the final. Excellent in pool play. The only game they lost was against South Africa, 33-14. They beat the USA in the quarters, Ireland in the semis, dominant in that match. That's how they got through to the main event. Well, South Africa, they're the only unbeaten team left in the competition. They have racked up 32 tries at this tournament. That equals Fiji's record from 2018. One more, and they will hold that record all by themselves. We want you to get involved to help us pick the dream team. Get online after the final. You've got 24 hours to cast your vote. We're going to compile a shortlist, but then you choose who you'd like to be in the Vancouver 7's 2021 Dream Team. It's the Cup final, the gold medal match. I'm joined by former England 7's captain Rob Vickerman. And Rob, we're missing a few big teams here. There's no Fiji, there's no New Zealand, there's no Australia, but the Blitzboks are well and truly one of the preeminent 7's rugby nations, aren't they? And Kenya have been fantastic. How do you pick it? How do you see it?
Well, contrast of styles, most definitely. You will see in every single shot of these two teams coming up that the Kenyans are significantly bigger. They use that power, that strength, that general weight mass to benefit their breakdowns, their wrestling skills, their disruption. Conversely, the Blitzboks, they're all pretty electric. So they'll be looking for a quick tempo, and they're aggressive in their nature as well.
Since that Cup final in 2009, back at the old Adelaide 7's in Australia, Kenya have won just 4 of the last 38 against South Africa. On paper, it looks like Blitzboks all the way, but this is a Kenyan side that when they get their act together, when they go full medal jacket, they look like they can beat anybody.
Yeah, too right, and they're probably the first team to tell you that you don't play rugby on paper. The size of the players match with their confidence as well. When Kenya are playing well, their big smiles on faces, it really does inspire people watching, but they'll know the significance of this challenge. Neil Powell has curated sharpshooters amongst these rugby players, and this academy is a procession of talent.
And what a sight that is. BC Place, Men's Cup Final 2021, HSBC Canada 7's, Kenya against South Africa. It has been a long wait. The last 5 meetings dominated by the Blitzboks, 4-1. Hamilton 2020, the last time Kenya beat South Africa on the 7's World Series. They were both at the Olympics as well. Blitzboks finished 5th, Kenya 9th, and here are the starting lineups. Nelson Oyo, who was at that Olympic Games, captains Kenya, looked at Ta'abu, and Alvin Otieno, who has 7 tries for Kenya, and for South Africa, Angelo Davids, 8 tries in the tournament. Kenya and South Africa, the slow walk out onto BC Place, and a warm round of applause from this crowd here. We've had to wait 18 months to get this 7 series back on track after the sky fell in March last year, but what a privilege it is, Rob, to be here and watch another cup final.
Truly humbling. Appreciate there's a lot of things going around the world at the moment, but to be here, to be witnessing 7's 560 days since we were last in BC Place. And this game, I am sure, is going to live up to what we hope.
So Kenya fans, wherever they go around the world, have arrived here in their numbers, thrilled to see their team in the cup final. And we will pause now for the national anthems. A Godable creation for Kenya, and of course Sikeleli Africa for the Blitzbox. Stirring stuff from both South Africa and Kenya. Two proud nations come together for one final moment before kickoff. And Rob Vickerman, there's Neil Powell, long-time servant as head coach of this South Africa 7's teams, and talk that he might be moving on. Who knows, this could be his last final coaching the Springboks. the blitz box.
Well, there'll be no degree of anything other than humility from Neil Powell. He'll know the task at hand. South Africa have got a sizable presence against them, but one thing the blitz box do is plan. They have game plans to the nth degree, and they talk about process a lot.
How about Breakspear, his first tournament on the series, and he's doing the final. Big moment for the Welshman in charge of this gold medal match here in Vancouver.
Well, he is going to have his work cut out. There's going to be some monstrous collisions. The one thing you say against Kenya, it's a man test. South Africa, they practice by tackling trees. This is going to be cataclysmic.
Time on.
The HSBC Canada 7's Cup Final 2021 is underway. South Africa running left to right in their green shirts. And they have possession already. Grobelaar to Du Plessis to Holthuman, playmaker in midfield, hurls it over to Angelo Davids, who's on 8 tries for the tournament. Needs 2 more to break the record of John Porch and Perry Baker, and here's Grobelaar trying to burst through the Kenyan defence. Penalty blitz box. They go quickly. Mulla Du Plessis. Human sees half a gap. Offloads, but ball goes to floor. It was intended for Ronald Brown. It's gone forward, so Kenya will set a scrum.
Yeah, cracking the code early doors in the blitz box. They are the flyweights against the heavyweights. Everything they do will be side to side. Plenty of motion with the ball and then just attacking the gaps in between. Human has a go, can't quite get the ball out. Odhiambo not able to stay on his feet.
Crouch.
And now it's time for the heavyweights to try and land some shots. And I imagine they're going to be pretty significant haymakers.
So, Kenya trying to run it out, but all making the error early doors, and a chance already. Angelo Davids, that is number 9 for the tournament, and that equals the record here in Vancouver.
We'll talk about making the shots. You've got to execute. Kenya coughing up the ball. Ruthless efficiency from this blitz box. Any error will be capitalised on. And that is an absolute gift for them early doors. This man is making this tournament his own.
Angelo Davids scoring tries for fun at the Canada 7's. Human can't add the extra 2. That try was South Africa's 33rd for the tournament, and they have broken Fiji's record from 2018. So Angelo Davids needs 1 more to break the individual player record. But as a team, they're already there. So the blitz box, strike first. 4:30 to go in the first half. Human kicks it high. Ulsthuizen on the chase. Not taken again by Kenya. And Ulsthuizen has the ball. It's gone forward off a Kenyan hand. So South African play with possession once again. Grobelaar. Du Plessis decides to bump and run this time. Alvin Otieno just getting slightly in the way, but he doesn't have to get out of the way, so that's no problem. And Mbaka into contact for Kenya. Tabu flings it across, and here's the danger man for Kenya, Alvin Otieno, so powerful. Look at Human putting his body on the line. Here come Kenya with their first attacking foray. Almost into blitzbox territory, but there's the error. What a breakout from Otieno.
I tell you what, the times he gets the ball, the crowd are expecting. Well, the safest part of this guy is his shoelaces, which is exactly where Human tries to tackle him. Go down low and hope you can get around the ankles.
Okay, speed, boys. You must go set, okay?
Nelson Oyo just can't keep the handle. There's Otieno, the Buffalo, in a hooker here. And they need to really charge into the scrum here and try and turn this one over Kenya.
Set.
Ronald Brown will feed it. Got Hulman to his left. Scrum collapses, but they can play. Flicked on by Hulman. Du Plessis sets it up. And penalty again to South Africa. It's all going the Blitzboks way so far. Hulman skips away, sees the space in behind, chips over the top for Angelo Davids. Can he hold on? Not quite. Kenya will run it out now from their own line. Oyo trying to make up for that error a little earlier. Mbaka. Saabu. He's got buckets of pace. Can't find an opening.
Lost South Africa.
Makata makes the tackle, but it's been intercepted by Angelo Davids. And the arch poacher breaks the record in Vancouver.
He's got back onside.
10 tries for Angelo Davids, and they lead at 10-0.
Well, we'll call it gamesmanship. Yes, he's got the record. We need to celebrate that, but he was hobbling in the backfield, snuck back into being onside, and then shock horror got the ball past him because they had no idea he was there. This is where he was so close previously, couldn't quite hold the ball, buckles his knee slightly on the retrieve, and didn't advance from that position for a good 10 or 15 seconds, and then as he crept back, you can see bottom of the frame. Nobody knows he's there. That is pickpocket.
You take your chances, you score your tries. Hulman bangs it off the right hand upright. Both tries unconverted, but what a moment for Angelo Davids. He doesn't look well. He did take a knock in the semi-final. Makata screaming through for South Africa, and they have another one. Sako Makata, another Olympian in this South African team, and they are already out to 15-0.
This is Muhammad Ali style combinations coming in from the bantamweights. Makata, one of the more bigger lads for this Blitzboks team, he gets that restart claimed, but this is exactly what South Africa can do. They can grab a hold of you, they can wait until you're breathless and then just repeat.
Well, Kenya must be feeling a bit shell-shocked here. Extra 2 is added, so 17 for South Africa. And we've still got seconds to go in this first half.
And it's a slightly different tactic from the Blitzboks. Normally they go almost without doubt to the 22, try and set up camp there. The last one was down the middle and competed. They go back to what they know.
Restart again goes South Africa's way. Well, nothing much going Kenya's way at the moment in this cup final so far. We're in added seconds, but South Africa have the ball, and they'll look to add to points here.
We need height and stability. We must stay balanced, okay?
Has joined the action over on the far side, the captain.
Bind. Set.
Ronald Brown to feed the scrum.
Early hook.
Free kick this
Early
time.
hook.
Just relentless against Kenya. I think they've only been in the South African half for around about 6 seconds, and that was that one Otieno charge. Ended with an error. They are not far off losing this game before they even get a chance to try and win it.
Well, I say 21's the magic number. Very rarely teams come back from there, although we did see it at the Olympic Games. On one occasion, here's Du Plessis. Changes direction. There's the tackle. That might give some possession to Kenya, but no, it's another penalty to South Africa. Holding on is the call. Tebal Hulman comes away with it. Decides to kick in behind once again for Muller. Du Plessis, the ball doesn't bounce kindly. Kenya, there's the offload to William Mbaka. Veteran in this Kenyan team. Can he make something happen? Need to be patient here. Need to keep on point, find an opening. Otieno decides to go himself down the short side. Crowd's almost stunned into silence here by this Blitzboks performance so far. Mbaka again stands in one tackle. Sawyer's Wapi, it's been robbed by Ronald Brown. Ronald Brown, there's the offload to Grobelaar. And Grobelaar will walk in for South Africa's 4th try. Ronnie B, a thief in the night.
This really suits exactly what South Africa wanted to happen. The Kenyans just blown a gasket in that first half into extra time of that first half. And like anyone who tries to compete 10-15 kilograms heavier than your opponent, you're going to wear out. It's been played perfectly thus far by the Blitzboks.
And just to punctuate this first half performance by South Africa, the conversion goes straight down the middle from the sideline. And what a lead it is in this final for South Africa. 27-0 at half-time in the gold medal match. Well, penny for the thoughts of the Kenyan players and Innocent Simiyu, the head coach, doing a lot of talking here, because what do you do in this situation, Rob? I'm not sure if you've ever been in this situation. 24-0 down half-time in a gold medal match.
Or a World Cup final where we got dismissed by New Zealand. But it's one of these things where they've self-capitulated. The times they've had the ball, they've just been outdone at the breakdown. One situation, there were 3 Kenyans against the 1 South African with a literal 300-kilogram weight difference and still didn't come away with the ball. So South Africa have plans. You have to try and unpin that plan. You have to unravel them and shock them a bit. At the moment, Kenya, they're not playing to the moment. They're giving the ball away and they're compounding errors. You can see with the statistics, it's the turnovers that are really keeping South Africa in possession, and no territory whatsoever for Kenya.
What's interesting about those numbers, quite low, some of those numbers in terms of passes and possession and tackles. There's not been a huge amount of rugby play, but there's been a heck of a lot of points scored by South Africa. Ryan Oosthuizen and South Africa looking very composed here. 24-0 up at half-time against Kenya. They have scored 4 opening tries. Grobbelaar, Makata, Angelo David's got another couple, up to 10 for the tournament. And Kenya need to dig deep here.
Time on.
And try and limit the damage as much as possible. Worth noting, South Africa's biggest cup final margin was by 26 points. That was in Dubai against Australia in 2014. Well, they're 2 points from that here.
Ball's lifted.
Du Plessis. More possession for South Africa. Pretorius to Soyers-Wapi. Sevilla Soyers-Wapi. He's been brought down by OU, but JC Pretorius is there on hand to win possession again. In complete control, the green machine. Human thinks about a kick, but how about that for a ball to Ronald Brown? Poetry from the Blitzboks. No wonder Ronnie B's smiling. He hit the line beautifully, and Human put it on a plate.
Well, we talked about a territorial battle early start of this second half, and within 20 seconds, the Kenyan possession was lost. South Africa turned it over, and then it's about these wonderful lines of running. The constant deception, the decoys, the ball in the 2 hands, in behind the defence, nothing Anduvate can do about it. And the diminutive Brown lands a shot of his own.
Yeah, Ronald Brown converts. What a tournament he's had. What a story this guy's had. Made a full recovery from Hodgkin's lymphoma. Went to the Olympics with South Africa. Here he is, a key man on course for a gold medal in Vancouver. Here he is in possession again. Flings it over to his skipper, Sevilla Soyers-Wapi. Human gets the handoff going. He's been put down by Ta'abu. And finally, Kenya get a penalty.
Okay, leave it there.
They get the ball, but it's 5 meters from their try line. It is almost a sanctuary for the South Africans. They know because of their relentless nature in their defence, the Kenyans are going to have to do something monumental to break them down. They'll even attack the line out. Everything about South Africa at this point is just suffocating.
Worth noting, this score, 31-0, equals the most points scored in the Cup final at the Canada 7's, 31 by Fiji against Kenya in 2018.
Over 15.
Kenya did score 12 points, however, so this is a bigger margin. But here comes Alvin Otieno. He's been so good for Kenya all tournament, but hasn't been given much of a chance here. Du Plessis goes in for the steal, but it's a high tackle.
It may well be that the chances this game are looking slim to end in a Kenyan victory, but it's about that pride, that reputation, and a bit of attitude from the Kenyans. Go back to that Route 1, win that battle, and try to bully these blitzboks.
As Otieno drops the shoulder on Du Plessis. Can't get away from Sawyers Wapi, however. Ta'abu. A little bit of space on the far side, but goes no further. The tackle from Ronald Brown. By far not the biggest man in the world, but great technique with the shoulder there. Ta'abu, he can't get away from Huma. Penalty Kenya. They tap and go quickly. William Bucker lurking out here on the near side. Here he is, and Bucker. William Bucker, 31 years of age, trying to get clear, but Zane Davids put out an arm and held onto the coattails. This is what South Africa do. They score points and then they work so hard on defence.
And look at the South African line, set and ready. Within seconds of being broken, they're back ready.
No,
Billy Odhiambo into contact, and Bucker arriving late. He picks and goes, but Zane Davids, who picked up 2 tries in the semi-final, holding on to Big Willie.
No, leave.
Kenya looking for their first points of this Cup final. Ta'abu. And
It's above the
they'll be
horizontal,
going down
left and tackle.
6 here. Human,
There's
he
a
was
player
timed
leaving
into
the
the
field,
semi-final as well.
We'll wait for the player to leave the field, then we'll play, okay? Time back on.
Well, I know we can't celebrate that type of tackle, but it just shows how they've got no fear, this blitzbox team.
Otieno just committing a few blitzbox defenders, and Kenya are over. Finally, they have a score. Daniel Tabu powers over 7 on 6, and the Kenyan fans have something to shout about.
Otieno, man possessed, 4 people around him, he just swats them off like flies. And then it's about Tabu again, just using his sheer strength to get over the line. So he's Wapi, nothing he can do about it. That's exactly what Kenya should have done, but they just didn't have any possession prior to this.
Conversion doesn't make it, remains 31-5. Ta'abu avoids the bagel for Kenya with 1:30 to go. Back underway. South Africa, Darren Adonis is out there in the 9 shirt. Here's Oosthuizen over on the far side. Adonis again. JC Pretorius. Zane Davids. Had a look at his captain, Sawyers Wapi.
Backwards.
Going backwards, everything going their way. Thought it might have been a knock-on from Pretorius. Double tackle here on Sawyers Wapi. Alvin Marube, the 13th man involved, gets his knees to the floor, so they have to let go. Nothing OU could do about that. Here's the kick and chase from Adonis. And look at Williams coming through for South Africa, and it sits up for Darren Adonis. And if you ever want an image that personifies this final, it's the way that ball just sat up miraculously for Darren Adonis for yet another blitzbox score.
And it's about that pace that is almost right across the board of this blitzbox team. Every single one of these players supremely fit. They're fast, they're agile, and defined by their lack of fear. There's the kick, wheels aplenty, The Kenyan front line of defence has been broken. They look like they're on empty. William Bakker, nothing he can do either. The bounce is unfortunate for everyone.
Adonis adds the extra 2. Former Currie Cup winner with the Cheetahs in South Africa. What a moment for him. Well, they're up to 36 here, South Africa. Yet another record's up for grabs. If they get to 40, that equals the most points by South Africa in a cup final. They did it against New Zealand in Vegas in 2013. But they will run out of seconds. Shane Davids and South Africa, gold medalists in Vancouver. Their second title here at the Canada 7's. And you can't take anything away from them. They've been absolutely brilliant in the match that matters most.
For a team that come into most games they play with a plan, that was 95% perfect. It was a procession of correct decisions at the right time, and the size of these blitzboxes against the formidable Kenyans really did mean it had to be done well, and it was. The flyweights have just dominated the heavyweights.
Yeah, masterclass from the blitzbox. They have dominated pretty much every game they've played in here. The only unbeaten side in the competition all the way to the gold medal. James Murphy out there, the 13th man in the trainers. Didn't get any minutes in the final. And Neil Powell, he missed the Olympics pretty much. He arrived on the final day because he tested positive for COVID and he had to sit in the south of Japan and watch his team on television. He couldn't be there, having coached them to the Olympics. So a lovely moment for him too. And what about Ronnie B? One of the most inspiring backstories in the sport.